everyone, welcome to Life Rewired. So, what makes you healthy? Do you think it's any one thing specifically, or do you think it's a number of things put together? I personally think it's a lot of things, put together. It makes me healthy or unhealthy, and I think probably most people think that as well. What I want to do is just talk about some of the things that I've come up with through my health journey that I think have affected me positively and negatively, and just kind of label them. And maybe later on, I'd like to go through and create other videos talking more detail about those things. I think the top two things that people think of when they think of their health are food slash diet and exercise. And by exercise, I mean usually those regimented things like going out for a run in the morning or doing a yoga class in the morning or evening, things like that that are in your routine and that are more structured and sometimes even group-led exercise classes. But I think there's a lot more that I've discovered on my own that probably affect other people as well. I'd like to talk about those. So one really close one, I think actually probably most people would think of now is your sleep. So not just the length of the sleep, but the quality of the sleep. Another is our social aspect and our relationships, including who are our closest people, what are they like, how does that affect us? Having fun. So do we just work at a shitty job all day long that we don't have any fun in, get home at night and sit on the couch? So we're not really doing some of those things that make us happy. I think this is important too. This is was what we do for a living. We spend a huge portion of our life at a job or a vocation, or if you're an entrepreneur doing one particular thing. And if you're not happy doing that, can affect your health as well. I think this affects everybody, but I'm not quite sure. But spending time in nature, it's big for me. If I'm inside all the time, I tend to get cranky, and I know that affects my health. Come springtime, summertime, I get to spend more time outdoors, and you tend to be a lot more happy. And I think there's a lot of different aspects to that as well. Let's see, I think this is a big one too. So kind of a few ways to phrase it, like not being authentic to yourself, not being your true self, not living the life that you really want to be living. And part of that is, maybe listening to what your parents said growing up, or what society says now, or what your spouse thinks you should be, instead of listening to what you think you should be. I think that affects our health as well. And another thing is what we feed our minds. So what we take in as far as media, like the news, to some extent movies. I know sometimes I'll watch like a horror movie or something that's pretty violent. It tends to affect my mind and my mindset for the night or for a day or so. So I think that kind of affects how we are as well. But it's specifically the news, and this I have to throw in here too, which is money, because I think money is part of society, as we need it to live. And, if we don't have enough, or if we're obsessed over it, that tends to affect who we are and our health as well. And I'm sure there's a lot more. So what I'd love to hear is things that you think affect your health as well, things that you want to hear more about and how you think that they affect your health. And even more interesting to me is how these are all intertwined, how you can tweak one and others might come more into focus and might become better in your life. So hope that interests you. Have a great rest of your day.